What's up, guys, man? It's your boy Akeem coming back at you with another video. And on today's video, I just have to talk about my LSU Tigers, man. I just have to talk about them. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I know most of you guys are on my page for different content, but I just got to talk about my LSU Tigers. Man. What a frustrating tenure under Brian Kelly. So, I don't even know where to start, man. LSU loses to USC. USC, the softest team in the country. Their coach was trying to get out of this game, and you lose to them still. You know what I mean? So let's get into some things, right? Will Campbell has been doing all this yapping about, oh, we're going to run the ball. We're going to run the ball. You know how you talk. We're going to run the ball. Like, bro, you guys have never been able to run the ball under Brian Kelly. Like, there's never been a game where, unless it's like a smaller school where you just more physically dominant, then I've never seen LSU run the ball under Brian Kelly with running backs. You know, Jaden Daniels run all over people because, you know, he's probably like a 4-3 guy, and his ability to improvise and stuff like that is the reason why you guys rushed for so many yards last season. But this offensive line, to me, is overrated. Like, I'm seeing guys, like, struggling in pass blocking to keep a man in front of them. Run blocking is just... I mean, it doesn't matter what team we play. It seems like guys are getting penetration and stopping our running backs in the damn backfield. And thank God for John Emery last night with his ability to plant and cut and accelerate out the backfield so fast. He was the best running back on the team, and I did not expect that. I'm thinking a guy like Caleb Jackson was going to take a next step and put the world on notice this year. You know what I mean? He looked slow. He looked too big, and he just looked like he could not just get started because it was guys in the backfield as soon as he got the ball. Josh Williams, man, I mean, I understand Brian Kelly is, for me, here's my issue with Brian Kelly. I feel like Brian Kelly is too process oriented. He doesn't go off the feel of things, and it's like if it goes against his process, then he'll go against, like, he doesn't want to go against anything outside of his process. You see what I'm saying? So Josh Williams is a guy that's a Brian Kelly's type of guy. You know, goes to school. You know, not to say going to school is a bad thing, but just does everything right. You know what I'm saying? He's not great at anything. He just does everything right, and that's why he's getting playing time right now. But he's obviously not the most talented back on the team. John Emery was a former 5-star running back, and shit, to me, he still looks like a capable back. I mean, the speed is still there, the explosion is still there. I mean, he looked last night. I know it's one game, and we're not gonna get caught up in one game, but last night he looked like the best back on the roster, and I'm not going to say that was a disappointment, but it was just shocking to me that, you know what I'm saying, that we just could not run the football. And I think that's why the game plan was just so vanilla, is because LSU expected that they was going to go into USC and just run the ball and basically move the ball at will and just have this vanilla game plan. And USC punched them back in their fucking mouth. Like, just punched them in the mouth. They couldn't do anything when it came to running the ball. Sloan, man, offensive coordinator, bro. Like, I don't know who call it was to, like, bro, you had 2 possessions to extend your lead by either you was already up 4. You could have extended it to 11 points by scoring another touchdown. You guys got in the red zone and could not score against USC. There was no creativity once you was up by 4 points. There was no, everybody knew you was going to run the ball, and it was predictable play calling, bro. And it's like, Brian Kelly got mad at the players, say, "Oh, when we get up, we just think we won, and we take the foot." Like, bro, that could be a thing, but it's also play calling too. The vanilla running the ball, like, bro, how many games do you have to see that your offensive line cannot run the ball? Like, I don't know how many games we have to witness as LSU fans to see that LSU cannot run the ball. I know Will Campbell was doing a lot of barking and stuff like that, what they gonna do and this and that, but we cannot run the ball. It's just not gonna happen without Jaden Daniels. Like, it's not happening this year, and this wasn't even the best defensive line that you're gonna go against this year. Like, we go against these SEC defensive lines, shit, we're gonna be in some trouble. It's gonna be guys getting in the backfield like worse than what we saw today. So, not today, but yesterday. So that was alarming to me, man. And another thing, like, bro, Nussmeier was cooking, and y'all decided to just take the ball out of his hands and just run the ball when it wasn't work. I don't understand the play calling, bro. Like, I don't know if it was Coach Sloan that decided to do this. Like, oh, we got the lead, let's nuke the clock and run it. Like, bro, it's not working. It's not working. It hasn't worked since you got to LSU. I don't know why we have highly recruited offensive linemen. I don't know if it's the strength and conditioning. I don't know, but you guys cannot run block for shit and save your life. Like, this is the worst run blocking team I ever seen in my life, bro. We cannot run block at all. It's just like, it's just an issue, bro. And I just think LSU just needs to, bro, y'all need to really just LSU really needs to self-reflect and understand that they're not as good as they think they are. Like, as a fan, it hurts me to say that, but coaches need to look at these players and say, bro, we are not as good as we think. Like, you guys, Will Campbell, you're a great player, but Aaron Jones, you guys are great players. You guys are okay players. Like, but being like, you guys are not dominant players. Like, I'm not seeing dominant offensive line play. I saw that from Georgia this past weekend. I saw Georgia, the offensive line, dominating and giving their running back the opportunity versus Clemson to run all over them. LSU has never been able to do that, ever. Versus under Brian Kelly. They have not been able to do that. So I don't know how many games we need to see. Now, what's going to happen is we're going to play these cupcakes, and we're going to probably be able to run the ball against those guys. And then you're going to feel confident going into Ole Miss, and you're going to try to do the same thing. But Ole Miss has a upgraded defensive line, defensive front, and they're going to stuff that shit. And they're going to force Nussmeier to throw the ball and make the game more predictable if you guys are not creative in your play calling. That's what's going to happen, bro. And it's going to be a beatdown. Like, I see LSU versus Ole Miss being a beatdown. Because your defense is going to probably get some stops this year, but the offense is just going to be so vanilla. Like, I just don't understand it, bro. First of all, I didn't understand why we didn't go outside for an offensive coordinator. Like, bro, just coach the quarterback, Sloan. Like, I like your ability to develop quarterbacks. Just do that, bro, because you already showing in game one that you don't know what you're doing as far as, like, play calling. You're not understanding the flow of the game. Your quarterback is cooking. You stopped throwing in to Kyron Lacy, who was cooking. I don't even remember him getting a catch in the second half. What, like, you have these 2, 6, 8, 6, 7 tight ends, and we didn't see no creativity with that. Like, it was just no creativity. You guys went into this game thinking you guys was LSU. I'm LSU. I can go in and beat everybody. Or I'm LSU. USC ain't got the talent we got. Bro, no. You have to respect your opponent and put forth a great effort each fucking game, bro. And stop having this cocky mentality that you're going to beat everybody. Like, another thing, man. Another thing with this rant. I am so sick of Major Burns. So, Major Burns, Sage Ryan, Jordan Gilbert, like, I mean, I already knew he was one of those guys that wasn't going to be a star player for us. Like, he's just there's a reason why he left Texas A&M is because his spot got taken. Like, he's not good, bro. These are all these guys that I just named, Major Burns, Sage Ryan, and Jordan Gilbert, are all on the same wavelength as far as ability. They all don't do nothing spectacular. They all get burnt. They all, you know what I mean? PJ Woodland came in the game and made more plays than Sage Ryan, and that was his very first game. PJ Woolen, at least he was damn near in the receiver hip pocket when he got that PI. You know what I mean? And then right after that, they went back to the receiver. He got a pass breakup. Sage Ryan is always running from behind, or he's either always running from behind, or he's always complaining at the receiver. He's always doing this after the receiver catches. Like, he always doing this to the ref. Bro, every play, everybody pushing off on you. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. So, I'm just fed up, bro. Like, I'm just fed up with those guys. I just think the coaching staff, like, just needs to stop, bro. Just stop it. Just take those guys out of the game. It's a wrap. Sage Ryan, he's not better than PJ Woolen. Like, I saw enough game one to see that. Get him out the game. Get Major Burns out the game, because he don't be doing shit. But all he do is just cheer for no reason. You took your helmet off, which cost us 15 yards. Like, bro, what the fuck are you? Who you think you are? You're not good, bro. Like, I don't know who Major Burns think he is, bro, but this nigga be costing us. Like, I don't know what. He's just too emotional, and it's just like, I don't understand it, bro. Get him off the field. He don't need to play next week at all. Get Colin Jackson ready, man. Get Colin Jackson ready. Put Toviano in for Major Burns, man. Put Toviano in for his spot. At least you have more. I don't know, man. I'm just ready to experiment with other players than Major Burns and Sage Ryan and Jordan Gilbert, man. Put Deshaun Spears out there for Jordan Gilbert, man. Fuck it. You have nothing to lose at this point. This is an uphill battle now, because now you done gave a loss away to a team that you should have beat. You had 2 possessions that you could have went up, got a field goal, a touchdown, or something. You could have beat, but the creativity just went downhill. You took your foot off the gas, and you put too much pressure on your defense, which, coming into the game, we had question marks about the defense. The defense actually played great today, yesterday, I'm sorry. The defense actually played better than what I expected. You know what I mean? Like, I'm seeing old LSU type of plays where D linemen batting the ball, fumbles, you know what I mean? Like, close to getting interceptions. Like, that was great to see. Blake Baker called a great game. The offensive end of the ball just didn't hold up. Even though Nuts had a lot of passing yards, we didn't execute in the red zone at all. We couldn't run the ball at all. So that loss was on the offense, and that's crazy to say because it's always been the other side of the ball. So I don't know, man. But in conclusion, man, LSU needs to look themselves in the mirror and stop all this cocky shit. Like, bro, y'all getting beat every first game of the season by everybody. Y'all not the team that y'all think y'all are, bro. Like, y'all are a mediocre football team with mediocre talent across the board. Like, from offensive line, D-line, linebackers, corners, and safeties, you guys are all mediocre, bro. And in order for this thing to work, it's going to take a lot of execution. It's going to take a lot of guys just doing their assignments, guys just being in the right position. It's going to take this team is going to require more coaching than last year's team. Last year's team was just a wash on defense. The niggas was just trash, and it's just nothing you could do about it. This year's team is balanced. It's a lot of average players, but there's potential and there's potential. And then if coaching is in a position to where they keep being developed, they keep building an identity, I feel as though they could be decent. I see LSU ceiling 9-3, floor 7-5, man. But let me know what you guys thought about the game in the comments section, man. It's your boy Keem. I'm out. Peace. Go Tigers.